Hey everybody, James here. I wanted to talk a little bit about my collection. I'm changing some of the ways that I'm collecting now. Um, Not really cutting back on what I'm reading. I'm actually going to be reading more, but I'm going to start collecting less in the singles and the floppies and more in trades. A couple reasons for that. A lot of it for me is I like to be able to display my books and I like to have room for them. And trades is just a much easier way to display. I can put up a bookshelf and I can have them um, than the singles are. Having boxes, long boxes or short boxes all over the place doesn't look that good. So um, that's the first part of it. The other part is I'm probably going to start getting rid of some of the books that I'm not collecting. Um, Obviously, Batman's a title I collect. I'm not going to get rid of any of those, but there might be a title that I enjoyed reading, but I don't really want to collect. That I will start like putting on eBay or something, um, and getting rid of like every 3 months or so, and maybe read it in singles and then double dip, get the trade, and keep the trades on hand and sell the singles back online. So I want to show you some of the stuff I have been getting in trade. I haven't read all this yet. I've read some of it. Um, and I've got some more coming in from in-stock trades. Most of this I've gotten local. If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen some of this. Some of it you may not have, but I'll go ahead and show it anyway. So I got Wolverine Origin, Wolverine Logan. This is by Brian K. Vaughan, who does Y the Last Man, Ex Machina is doing Saga right now. I haven't read that one yet. I'm excited to read that. This is a Brian Wood book, The Tourist. I enjoy Brian Wood stuff. This is actually, I've read this one. It's Kairos, is a hardback. I'm not sure who did this. Willow Wilson and N.K. Perker did the art. It's really good. I enjoyed this a lot. It's kind of like it's in the Middle East. You have genies in it, and it's kind of like about the Gaza Strip area and these two, I guess it's opposing sides of it that and their relationship. Coffin Hill and trade. This is one that I got rid of the singles for. I picked up the first couple issues, didn't want to collect it, but I wanted to read it, so I got it this way. I'll probably pick up the second trade of that. Black Science. This was pretty good. I think it was a little overhyped. A lot of folks are a really big fan of it. For me, I thought it was pretty good. I'll definitely get the second trade, but it wasn't. It's nothing I would get in singles. I picked this up the other day. Glory. This is the Joe Keating version of this. I haven't read this yet. Looked pretty cool. So here's Pretty Deadly. I had started picking up the singles and didn't care for it. Got it in trade, and I really enjoyed this trade. So um, I'll probably stick with that in trade. Morning Glories. This is volume 6. I also got volume 7 somewhere. I read those. Fantastic. I think Morning Glories is a wonderful title. Um, there's Ed Brubaker, Incognito. I haven't read that one yet, but I've been reading a lot of Brubaker and kind of got find a bunch of his stuff. Here's another one, Velvet. I haven't read this one yet either. This is Grant Morrison with Frank Whiteley doing the art. So We Three. This just looked cool, and I think I got it for like $5. So I have Fatale Volume 1. I've already read it. This is Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. It's fantastic. I kind of wish I had been on singles on that, but the next issue for that is the last of the series, and then I think in a couple of months the final trade will come out, so then I'll just have it all in trade. They came out with some new printings of Preacher and graphic novel, which are like 12 issue size graphic novels, and I got book 1 and book 2. This is book 3 and book 4. And I think there's only 1, maybe 2 more of these that are going to come out, and then I'll have all of Preacher in trade. That's one of those 90s stories that's really, it's held up fantastic over time. I highly suggest if you haven't read it to read it. I picked these up the other day. I've meant to read them for a long time, and I've just never got an opportunity. This is Chew, Volume 1, and here's Volume 2. And if those are good, I'll probably go ahead and pick up the rest of those. I'd picked some of those up in singles for a little while, and I don't know why I ended up dropping off of it, so I just feel like I'll probably enjoy it more in trade. Sixth Gun, Book 1, Book 2, and Book 3. This one I think is nearing an end also, but absolutely fantastic. There's just so much good stuff out there to read right now. It's easier for me to read it in trade. It's easier for me to keep up with it, especially whenever you start getting 40, 50 titles a month. It's hard for me to remember every issue the month before and where I'm at on 50 separate titles. Where if I read it in a graphic novel, I get that 5, 6, 7 issue arc, and I read a full story. So it's a little easier for me to digest that way, I guess. The stuff that I'm going to keep a lot of in singles is really going to be the independents. I'll probably drop down to just my Bat titles like Batman, Detective, and Batgirl. Probably nothing from Marvel. Maybe Magneto. I really like that. I'll finish out the Warren Ellis run of Moon Knight. Other than that, I'll check it out and trade. But the independents, I want to support those. I want to make sure that they continue to print them. And if they don't get those single issue sales, they're not going to continue to print them. So, like I said, those I'll probably double dip on. But I just kind of want to let you guys know what I've been reading, what I'm doing with my collection, and thanks for watching.